Hey, I'm Dr. Shub. I'm an emergency medicine registrar, and like many of you, I've been looking at alternate careers for a pretty long time, and now I do emergency medicine 50% of the time. One of the things that I really considered quite seriously was becoming a cruise doctor. Let's talk about that. Welcome back to day 7 of 90 Ways in 90 Days, where we talk about 90 ways to make medicine your side hustle so that you can have a life of impact, income, and freedom. So I started considering the cruise medicine world after about ST2 in my emergency medicine ACCS block, and it looked like a really, really good opportunity because essentially you need to have emergency medicine experience, ICU experience, and a little bit of anesthetic experience, and ACCS essentially sets you up for that. It pays well, and your salary is tax free because you need to be out of the in international waters for about 6 months of the year. So I guess on a scale of time, impact, and income, I was giving it about an 8 or 9 on the income bit. And time was not so bad either. I think when you join a cruise company as a cruise medic, you go on as a pretty senior rank. So I think it's at a captain rank, and there's 2 ranks of doctors. So you have a junior doctor and a senior doctor. And about 2 or 3 years later, you can go to the senior doctor. The senior doctor is the highest ranking officer on the ship. So you get a fancy room, you get the opportunity to bring your family along, you get to travel the world. It's a really good life, and I spoke to a bunch of cruise medics, and a lot of my friends are cruise medics, and they have had a really enjoyable time. Even though it can get busy, you're on one day, off one day, it can get quite busy. So even though you're busy, on the whole, it's not as hectic as a day in A&E might be. But it's really hard to compare. So if medicine or my world in emergency medicine is about a 5 on 10 in terms of time, on a scale of time, then I'll probably still give it up a 5 or 6 or 10 going onto a cruise ship. So about a 9 on 10 for income, about a 5 or 6 on 10 for time. And impact was the other question. They're an ecosystem where people essentially go to celebrate holidays, and it's a luxury ecosystem. There are lots of people who do need medical attention, do need medical help, and it's kind of given in the same way that it would be given in a hospital setting as well. So I think for impact, I'd probably score it the same as remaining a clinician on land, which would be about a 6 on 10 as well. So on a scale of time, impact and income, that's how I'd rate it. The biggest challenge really was the fact that you would be away from family for 6 months of the year. So then you can't really travel out for that long, or I suppose you could. Lots of people do it. Wasn't for me. Hope you enjoyed that. Follow for more.